Hi, friend, and welcome to another episode of the Quantum Paradigm Podcast. I'm your host, Allison Alchemia. I'm so happy to be here with you as always. Today's message is reflected in the title, When the Universe Punches You in the Face, How to Stay Aligned During Eclipse Season 2025. I'm laughing, but honestly, I know so many people who have been experiencing this kind of energy where it just feels like the universe is punching them in the face. So as we do here, we're just going to address it head on and talk about how to stay aligned with your manifestations in 2025, even during eclipse season. So if you're here and you feel like the universe has been punching you in the face, or you know someone someone you love who's going through something like that, just know you're not alone. This is what eclipses do. And this one in particular that's coming up on March 15th and March 30th. There's a lunar eclipse March 15th and then a solar eclipse on March 30th. And this lunar one that's coming up is actually extraordinarily potent because it is also conjuncting. Wow, I can't talk. Mercury's about to go retrograde, and that affects speech and communication as well. But anyway, it's conjuncting things like Saturn, which is the planet of discipline, rules, but also the planet of Neptune, which is like delusion, confusion, not exactly knowing what's going on. So this is every eclipse is very potent, but this one in particular is really, really potent. So if you feel like the universe has been punching you in the face, you're not alone, but also it's not really punching us in the face so much as it is just really asking us to get deeply real about our values. Okay, so I want to give you 3 things that you can do to stay aligned with your manifestations during eclipse season in 2025. We're just going to jump right in. I'm going to do my best to keep this short and sweet today. But, hello, for the people who are joining live. Okay, first thing that you can do during eclipse season to stay aligned with your manifestations, because I hear this a lot. I hear people saying like, well, I don't want to mess up my manifestations. I don't want to do it wrong. I don't, and when we're getting into this energy of not feeling amazing, especially during eclipse season, we can feel low energy. We can feel not motivated, and people get worried that they're going to mess something up. And to that, I say, if you're listening to this podcast, to the Quantum Paradigm Podcast, and you are in my orbit, you have a growth mindset already, or else you would be running for the hills, because I repel people who want to stay comfortable and not grow or expand in their lives and not want to bring in their highest and best self with the biggest and best results that they can generate in their businesses for their people, and heal the world, basically, is what we're here to do. So if you're in my circle, I am not worried at all that you are going to mess anything up, even during really intense seasons in 2025. 25 has been a ride. We've been saying it's going to be a ride. It has been a ride. It's going to continue to be a ride. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you are in the United States, I just don't care. It doesn't matter. No one's being left untouched by this unstable energy that is 2025. Like, everything about our reality is changing, and it's changing at a very rapid pace, and it's not going to stop for quite some time, which is why I've been saying in so many of the previous episodes, connecting to your deepest wisdom and intuition is the only thing that is going to keep you feeling stable and secure in yourself when everything else around you is going to hell or whatever, just changing so quickly that we don't know what's up and what's down and whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to go on that rant. I have done so many podcast episodes ad nauseum. You can just go back and listen. But 3 things that you can do to stay aligned during one of the most intense periods of the entire year, which is the month of March. Okay. So number 1, stop trying so hard. Stop trying so hard. Go ahead and give up. Go ahead and give up. Yes, you heard me. I'm saying that because I know that you are a high achieving person listening to this. I know that you already work very fucking hard. I know that you have high standards for yourself. Again, you wouldn't be here if you didn't, right? And what I see with my clients, what I see with with my clients and others is like, we work so hard, we put so much pressure on ourselves during eclipse season. No, just stop, just give up. Just go ahead and give up. Give some distance between you and your manifestations. Go ahead and give some distance. You're not going to mess anything up, like I've already said. But you can really make yourself crazy during eclipse season if you are so hell-bent on continuing to be as productive as you are the rest of the year. This is not the time to do that. This is the time to press pause, or the universe will press pause for you and you will feel like you are getting punched in the face. Can I get an amen? Do you know what I'm talking about? Has it been real for you? So just take a second, take a minute, take a week, and do the bare minimum. When you feel like resting, rest. When you feel like introverting, cancel your plans. When you feel whatever you need to do, just go ahead and do it. Your manifestations will actually thank you for it, because the universe during eclipse season is rearranging itself in a very big and very unavoidable way. Things will be eclipsed out of your life. Things that you never dreamt would be eclipsed can be eclipsed out of your life. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just saying, like, there are things and elements outside of our conscious control, even though we are the creators of our reality. When it's eclipse season, it's kind of like the universe has gotten the orders that we've placed for our manifestations. And it's like, okay, I hope you have all 3 of your seatbelts on, because we're getting ready to shake it up all the way to let whatever needs to come in. Whatever needs to go out, right? So just stop trying so hard, number 1. Number 2, feed the body, feed the soul, okay? During eclipse season, I want you to be getting as much rest as you can get. I want you to be as hydrated as you possibly can be. I'm so excited, guys. I'm leaving in 2 days for Costa Rica, and I'm like hydrating so much because I know I'm going to be traveling, and I really want to do so in a hydrated state so I feel good. And while I'm there during the eclipse, I'm just going to be resting so deeply. And I'm going to be getting a lot of fresh air, which I recommend for you no matter where you are in the world. Get as much fresh air and water as you possibly can get during this particular eclipse, okay? Get outside. Get outside. You don't have to be doing the vigorous exercising right now. If you feel like it, then go ahead and do it. But feed the body, feed the soul, get nourished, and do what feels true and good to your inner being during this time. Just don't think so hard. Get out of your head in your body, right? I work with my clients on this all the time. And so it's true all the time, but especially during the last half of March 2025. And if you're listening to this in the future on the Quantum Paradigm podcast, like anytime that there's an eclipse happening within about a month on either side, this is really, really good practice to have. Feed the body, feed the soul. Stop trying so hard. Number 3, I'm doing so well on my time. I'm so proud of myself because I'm trying to keep this short. Number 3, get vulnerable with someone you really trust. Go ahead and get vulnerable with them. Go ahead and fall apart if you need to fall apart. If something's being eclipsed and it's painful, get your one person and fall apart with them, whether that's a friend, a partner, a parent, a sibling, whoever that person is for you. Go ahead and do the scary thing and get vulnerable with them so that you don't have to be the only one doing this alone. You need to remind yourself you're never alone. You're never truly alone. Even if you feel like you don't have anyone, you do. You do. You have somebody that you can call, right? You have somebody that you can call. Go ahead and call them. What these things do, these might seem like really small, common sense things, but in our fast-paced world, we often forget, and especially, like I said, the high-achieving business owners, the healers, the medical professionals, the people that listen to this podcast, you guys are out there crushing it and working hard every day. You don't need me to sit here and tell you, work harder. Go ahead and go out there and crush your goals. No, not during eclipse season. Not during eclipse season. All respect in the world to Alex Hormozy, but like not during eclipse season. This energy, working with this energy in a more feminine manner, even if you do not identify as a female, if you're a man listening to this, you can take this advice, this wisdom that's coming from a feminine place, because we all hold both masculine and feminine energies in ourselves. Working with manifestation from this angle during particular times of the year, such as eclipse times, right? This is actually going to 10x your manifestation process. This is going to bring in the quantum leaps in a way that has you working smarter, literally, by resting more when the moon is doing what it's about to do. This is a giant lunar, full blood moon eclipse. So it's like all full moons are a pretty big-ish deal. All eclipses are a very big deal. This particular eclipse is a very, very, very big deal. And we will be feeling it for 6 months. We don't have to be afraid of it, but we do need to really honor our bodies and our systems, our nervous systems. So what these three things are doing, even though they may sound very simple, what they're doing is actually it's purging impurities out of your system. It's burning off any misaligned values, and it is resetting your entire being. It's resetting your entire life, depending on where the Virgo Pisces axis lies in your astrological natal chart. This is not an astrology podcast, but these things are very real and undeniable, even to my scientific brain that has to prove everything. I have been studying and observing for years the effects that this stuff happens, and I can say with solidity and certainty that this shit is real. Okay? So this season has the power to change your entire life in a really positive way, in a really potent way where you can look back and be like, whoa, I'll never forget when that moment happened. I had a moment like that, guys, last Thursday. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but I can't wait to share the whole story with you, because even as I was going through that moment, which was a very powerful eclipsey kind of energy moment, I was observing myself there and saying, I will remember this moment for the rest of my life. I will never be the same after this. And it's a really positive thing, even though it felt so incredibly intense. And I was an absolute mess. I was wrecked. I was wrecked last Thursday and Friday, guys. But I knew, and I know even more now, because now I'm already seeing the fruits of it, of that labor, so to speak, that it's really positive. So even though all these things are huge and big and eclipsing and you don't know what's coming, and it's like Uranus, the planet of shock, complete shock, and like things that you never could see coming in a million years. I don't care how psychic or intuitive you are. I mean, I'm psychic AF, and I could never have foreseen what came through my realm, my blind spot on Thursday. That's Uranus energy, and that's what is working with this eclipse. So you may not see things, you may not see this coming, whatever this is. You're not alone. You're not alone. And you now have 3 more tools. Stop trying. Just give up for a minute, for a day, for 3 days. Just take a day off, for God's sake. Number 2, feed the body, feed the soul. Nourish your body. Number 3, get vulnerable with someone. Now you have some tools in your toolbox. You know what to do when that moment comes. And remember, this is resetting your life. And that is why I am so excited to be welcoming people into the Reset Quantum Manifestation Retreat in Costa Rica, in the Punta Arenas region of Costa Rica. I'm going down there next week to check it out for you guys. I will be going live from down there. You'll see me on here in the jungle, on the beach. I am so thrilled and excited. This retreat experience, it is a deep retreat, but it's also a very intentional manifestation portal. And this is where you are invited, if you are a business owner, if you are a leader, If you are a leader of a team, maybe you work in corporate, maybe you work with a medical professional on their team. Maybe you own your own practice or your own clinic. Maybe you are a leader of your family and you know that you are stepping into a higher form of leadership and you need to be crystal clear on exactly what you want the next 3 years of your life to look like, especially with all this astrology coming through for the next 3 years. The instability has just begun, folks. So getting really clear, that's what this experience is for, is to create a very safe, very intentional container, not just for your mind, not just for your heart, but for your body and the unconscious part of you, the nervous system, that doesn't know how to articulate what it wants and what it needs, but it knows that it wants and needs something, right? That's why we're doing this in the jungle. That's why we're doing this near the beach. That's why we're doing this with a retreat center that provides everything you could possibly need. This is an all-inclusive event. And the prices are completely affordable for everything that you're getting for 5 nights in the jungle with me and these other brilliant souls. You will walk away from this changed in the most beautiful of ways. You will come back home feeling grounded, feeling completely capable to face whatever 25, 26, and 27 is bringing through, because you know where you're going. You know who's coming with you. You know exactly. You are so clear on your mission and on your vision that nothing will be able to shake you away from what you are here to do. Even during those eclipsey moments, you'll know exactly what's going on. You'll know exactly how to resource yourself. And you'll walk away with these amazing connections. The people that are coming to this thing are, you want to know them. That's all I can say. You want to know them. We're going to have an amazing time. I will be communicating with my audience from Costa Rica next week, but there is a link in my bio on Instagram at Alchemy with Allison. It will be in the show notes as well. It's AllisonAlchemia.com/retreat. You can select your accommodations now. I believe the payment plans are still available. There's still time. If that feels better to your budget to do a payment plan, there's still time to do that as well. And there's still time to get amazing tickets to Costa Rica from anywhere, really anywhere in the world. So if you have any questions at all, DM me on Instagram at Alchemy with Allison. It's Allison. And check out the website and let me know. Let me know that you're coming when you sign up. Send me a DM. I would love to celebrate with you and start welcoming you into this arc of this experience already. It's already beginning now. We're just shy of 3 months away, and I could not be more thrilled, honored, just excited and alive about this opportunity. It's going to change your life in the most beautiful and carefully crafted of ways, right? So that the rest of 25 feels like, just feels good. It just feels good. Thanks for being here with me today. I love and adore you so much, and I will be seeing you soon from the jungle. Ciao.